Welcome to another episode of the Piano Ninja Tricks podcast. I'm Lisa Spector, your piano ninja, helping make everything easier for you at the piano so you can become a piano ninja. I'm back with two hands if you hadn't noticed. Oh, it's been a long 6 weeks. I can talk about that in a second. And I was advised at the 6 week mark, which was Monday, to take off my sling, my immobilizer, and had a really good day. I'm going to talk about that in a second. And I want to share to you, I'm going to be doing more talking than playing because I want to share to you a really interesting lesson I've had from this healing journey, which I'm still on. I can only raise so I have two shoulder fractures, my humerus, and I'm in very hard PT and doing my own physical therapy exercises 3 times a day, and it's a journey. And then right now I can only raise my arm about this much. So I've got a long road ahead of me, but it's helpful for me to remind me, and I'm going to relate how this corresponds to playing piano too. To remember that the journey always looks so long ahead of you. But when you look back, it looks like it's overnight. So here's what happened. On Friday, last week I had medical appointment, and then on Friday I had PT, and then both of them said, on Monday you have to take off your sling. The PT guy was nice enough, said, well, and I was panicking because I was like, but the immobilizer is the only thing that's the pain relief. How am I going to take this off? And he said, well, you just got to try. You can't have a frozen shoulder. You got to get movement. But here's what you could do. You could take it off 50% on Monday, 75% off on Tuesday, and then 100% off on Wednesday. Well, I woke up Monday morning feeling really good. I woke up feeling like, oh my God, I feel like myself. I felt some pain, and I'm still managing it with meds, but it wasn't as excruciating as it has been other days. And I went till 7:30 at night without needing the sling. I was like good all day, and I had this feeling like, how did that happen overnight? On Friday, I was panicking that I wasn't going to be able to take this thing off, and overnight, I just can. Overnight was the longest 6 weeks of my life. It only feels overnight in that moment when you're looking back. Looking forward, it feels forever. I don't know how long it's going to be before I can fully raise my arm. I know it's 10 degrees more this week than it was last. It's little by little. I learned that from my other hand therapist when I broke my hand in 2017. It's one of the best lessons I ever learned. It was little by little, reward the progress little by little. And it's the same at the piano. Do you ever notice you're working on a section of music and it's really hard and you're not getting it? And every day you're practicing and it doesn't seem to be getting it. It's just going like this. So for those of you listening, not watching, I have my hand up on a straight line. And it's just like, when is it ever going to get better? And then all of a sudden one day it becomes easy and you've gone like this. So now what was your ceiling now becomes your floor to the next thing. And now it's like this. Piano is never like this. It's never a gradual slope, and little by little, every single day it gets a little better. It just doesn't work that way. It's you create habits with the piano ninja tricks. You form habits with them, and when they become a habit, then all of a sudden, it might be 21 days later, it might be 3 months, I don't know. All of a sudden is what it feels like. It becomes easy. And then it stays easy. It's not like it never goes back down. So piano is like that. You're on a flat level and you're practicing and you're practicing and you're practicing, and all of a sudden it becomes easy. And it's like, wow, and way up here, how'd that happen overnight? And then you're on to the next thing and the same thing happens. The same has been true with my shoulder injury recovery. And it happens with all my students. It happens with me when I'm learning a new piece of music. I'm learning this ridiculously challenging left-hand only piece, the Godofsky transcription of Strauss's Symphonic Metamorphosis, Richard Strauss's Symphonic Metamorphosis. I'm talking about like 4-octave leaps. For every eighth note, it's ridiculously hard. And if you want some tips of how to make leaps, because I'm leaping all the time in that with one hand, I'm covering the entire territory in eighth notes. With one hand, I have a new surprise gift for you. If you go to lisaspector.com/leap, you can sign up for how to apply quick reflex motion, which you may have learned here in episode 3, but I go into more detail of a demonstration of how I'm applying that in the Godowski. And it helps you to apply leaping with every piece you're working on. It's all in preparation for a big event we're having on Leap Day, a masterclass, and I'll have on leaping, and I'll have more information on that for you on next week's podcast. But for today, go to lisaspector.com/leap, and you'll get your free piano tips on how to leap efficiently with 100% accuracy and how to do it all with your eyes closed. So look forward to seeing you there. So next week, I'll be back playing more for you. It was enough to get my 2 hands on the ending of the Revolutionary Etude and the opening. I'll close with my original closing of the Piano Ninja Tricks podcast, the F minor Etude of Chopin. Thank you so much for listening. I can use my right hand again to say thank you for listening. I'm Lisa Spector, your Piano Ninja.